Hi everyone. I hope everyone had a great new year and a great holiday. I do apologize for not doing as many videos as I wanted to during the holidays. It's just been crazy. My parents are here for the holidays, so they drive me nuts. Let's go here, let's go there, let's do this, let's do that. But anyway, getting back on track, and this video is about extensions. I promised you guys a video about extensions, and this is it. So I'm just going to get right into it because there's a lot to cover and I don't have much time. So the first kind of extension are the clip-in extensions. They're the easiest ones to find. They're the easiest ones to get, to use, and they're actually the cheapest ones as well. And they're okay for people who have, you know, normal hair and they just want a little volume, whatever, but or length. But for people who with thin hair, you have to be careful. You need a lot of teasing in order to cover it up, because you will get like a bump. And I have very thin hair, so I'm talking to you from experience. I've had this problem. I've had to tease it a lot in order to, you know, cover it up. So if you have thin hair, it's probably, you could try it, but I don't think you're going to be crazy about it if you have really thin hair, because it's going to be really noticeable. The next kind is a weave. Now, I did get a weave. I bought my own hair, went to a salon, they weaved it in for me, and what a weave is, the only thing a weave is like they do braids on your hair going across, very, very tight to your scalp. Then they take the track of hair, of the extension hair, and then they sew it into the braid. That's what a weave is. And I got that done, and I totally regret it. Never again will I ever get a weave, because the girl neglected to tell me that this wasn't my regular salon, by the way. The girl neglected to tell me that people with thin hair should not have a weave in for any longer than a month. Because your hair, it totally cuts off the oxygen to your hair, the nutrients to your hair, everything, because it's so like bunched in together. So what happened was, when I did wind up taking it out, because I wound up leaving it in for 3 months, what I wound up having left was a rat tail in the back of my head. It was totally disgusting. I actually had to go to my regular salon and have them cut my hair into a short bob just so it would look normal and healthy, which totally upset me. I was in tears. But you know what? Lesson learned, right? The next one are the bonded extensions. Oh, and like I said, the weave is really inexpensive. People with normal hair, normal to thick hair, they can pull this off easily. And all you have to do is just do the cost of the, you know, buy your hair, and then the cost of the weave is actually pretty cheap depending on where you go. I went to a salon in the mall and they only charged me 80 bucks. So it was $80 plus the hair. And the hair ranges, and it can range anywhere from like 40 to 50 bucks to like maybe $200 or so. So yeah, so that's the most inexpensive way of doing it if you have healthy, normal hair. If you have thin hair, I really would keep away from it, or if you're going to do it, just don't leave it in for too long, a month tops. The next one is the bonded extension. The bonded extensions are the more popular ones. They're inconspicuous, you can't see them. The only problem with bonded extensions is, one, when you get them done, you're going to be prepared. Bring a tushy cushion or something, man, because you're going to be in that chair all day. I was there from 9 o'clock in the morning until almost 6, 7 o'clock at night. So it is a very long process, okay? And it's also very expensive. It's one of the more expensive ways of getting extensions. So it is very pricey. That can range you anywhere from $800 to $2,500, depending on where you get it done. So yeah, that was really expensive for me. Now, the only thing with the bonded extensions is they're really great. They're inconspicuous. You don't see them. They're little pieces of extensions that are bonded to your hair with an adhesive. Now, the only thing, because it is an adhesive, you have to be very careful on how you maintain your hair. You can't use any products with alcohol in them. They all have to be alcohol-free, so you need to buy like that organic stuff that doesn't have any alcohol in it, because that's the only way that, you know, the bonds are not going to fall apart. Hairspray, everybody uses hairspray, and I've yet to see a hairspray that doesn't have alcohol in it, and that, I think, might have been my downfall. But the problem, you know, with my bonds was that, you know, they would fall out every once in a while, but, you know, it wasn't that bad. You go in every couple of weeks for a little maintenance, and that's it, and that doesn't really cost you that much. But still, it does become annoying. And then the other thing is, you need to watch out for, as they grow out, the bonds tend to touch each other at that point, because when you first get them in, they're very tight to your scalp, so they're not touching each other. As they grow out, they will touch each other, and what happens then is that the bonds tend to stick together, and when they do that, it tends to grab your hair as with it, and then to pull them apart, now you're ripping your own hair and pulling it out. So just be careful with that. Just be mindful of that. That will happen. Yeah, but that's because the bond is, you know, also like coming apart. And when the bond comes apart, it kind of looks like you have dandruff, because the bond, it isn't adhesive, so it's just gonna, when it comes apart, it just looks kind of ashy and piecey, so it's kind of icky. But yeah, just so you're mindful of that. And then the other, yeah, so that's that. The other one is the micro bead extension, which I have on now, which is, I think right now it's my favorite kind. It's just a small, you know, circular bead that they pull an extension piece through, and then they pull a piece of your hair through as well, and then they take the piece and they clamp it down together, and that's all it is. It's less damaging for your hair. It does last a lot longer than the bonds, I find. The only thing, they can be a little itchy at first. That, you know, that's the only really downside to it, I think. But you don't have to be as mindful about, you know, the stuff that you use in your hair. The only problem I'm having right now is that these extensions that I bought the 18-inch extensions, and these extensions that I bought, it said 100% human hair on them, which is fine, but I'm finding that they're very, very drying, so I'm using a lot of product in order to keep it smooth. That's the only thing. Oh, and by the way, I know I have no makeup on. I know. I was planning on doing a tutorial later, so I have no makeup. I just got out of the shower and stuff, so I have like no makeup on and stuff, so yeah. Sorry. But yeah, but this is a bad extension, so I didn't think it really mattered. Yeah, so that's the only thing. And the pricing is comparable to the bonded extensions as well. So it's around the same amount of money. It probably, they don't take as long as the bonded ones because it's not as technical as the bonded ones. So yeah, so it might be a little shorter amount of time for you. So yeah, that's it. Now, if you have any questions, which I know you probably do, I will be more than happy to answer any questions you have. Just put them in the comments down below and I will get back to you, I promise, because I know how there's a lot of girls, especially girls with thin hair, that are really looking to get this done. So yeah, and I'll be more than happy because I've been there. I know what you're going through. So just comment down below and I will promise I will answer any questions that you have. Okay? So have a great day and thanks for watching. Bye.